But you see what old End Time's trying to tell you about connecting and networking together? You think about it. You think about what I'm telling you. There is strength in numbers. There is survival in numbers. You remember when I told y'all in some videos back about this Rambo stuff? It ain't going to work. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. You know, you may do one or two or whatever, and you know, then you're going to get yourself killed, and then you're going to make us all look bad. What we're trying to do is survive here. Now, I talked about food and weapons for months and months and months, and I've talked about vitamin C. I've talked about all these herbal things that you can do and this, that, and other. And I'm trying to get my wife putting them herbal videos back up. Y'all bear with me. Some of you asked for that, and we're going to get it back up. We just got to find it on the hard drive and separate it out because it was abbreviated and it's hard to keep up with it. But anyway. Use this for an example. Okay, I've got kids and a wife. Okay? Alright? Now, I can access right now, and I did before I moved to the area I'm in. I access, and I'm not condemning, but I'm protecting. I access through a database all child molesters and you know, class 2 rape, class 1 rape, class 3 rape. It's available on the internet before I moved to the area I moved to because, hey, look here. Look here. My children are more important to me, and my wife are, than $10 trillion worth of gold, buddy. As bad as this economy is, they're to be protected over anything. Okay? So I looked at all that, and I did some heavy investigating. See, so, you know, you need to think about that, you know, when you start networking with people, because you don't want to harm, if you got children, you don't want them harmed in the situation. So what I'm telling you is use your own discretion, your own intelligence, but End Time's telling you, for what region you live in, and I've had a lot of people, and y'all pardon me, I got to scratch my head here, I had that mask on, that strap hits me. So many people have contacted me and said, you know, I wished I knew where you was at. I wish we were neighbors, this, that, and the other. And I'm sure you've received it too, you know, as a YouTube individual, you know. And wouldn't it be nice? But you know what? I do believe that under the providence of God, that God can put people together. Honestly. Because the 3 cord strand is not easily broken in the book of Proverbs. You know? It also says that it also says this, and I'm not being ugly, but it says don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Now, that's exactly what it says. Now, and if you're totally against the way I believe, then it don't mean I don't love you and all that, but you can't be yoked with a person that don't believe and have the right mindset as you do. That's why when I used to build them big old houses, I needed people that believed the way I believed. I got a good friend that worked for me for years. He was a painter, okay? He never did even get a chance to understand and read a blueprint. But you know what? He knew what saws I needed, buddy. He knew what I wanted to do and was there and had them out laid out and was ready to go and do whatever I asked him to do before I even got on the job. That's the kind of people I'm talking about. And because he knew. I mean, he began to even think like me, you know. But does that make him any lower than me? No, that actually makes him higher than me because he was ahead of me. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is we have got to coordinate this thing for the certain regions you live in, you know. And I know a man right now that's thinking the same way as me. We talked about it. He asked me to make the video, you know. And I told him I'd do the best I could on this. And I'm doing the best I can to try and encourage people to network. Now, be wise about what you're going to do. Because I take no responsibility. I have no liability. This is a disclaimer right now. If you network with somebody and they mess you over and you feel like you got a raw deal, everybody on this thing's grown. You have to work it. Just like you have to work your own salvation out with trembling and fear before God. And you have to work this out as far as networking, okay? But, here's the deal. I want to hear from you. And I can promise you this. You know what? If you've been subscribed to me and you've sent me personal messages, you can guarantee one thing, buddy. And you've told me stuff, I can guarantee you this much. You go back and look on my videos, End Time Watchman has never revealed your place, where you live. He's never revealed your phone number when you send it to me. And he's never revealed stuff you're struggling with, buddy. And if you think I'm lying, you unsubscribe to me right now. But you know who you are, and you know you can trust End Time. Now I'm asking you to network and to get with people, and let's get this thing rolling. Let's get it rolling. Send me a personal message. Get it to me about the state you're in. You'll be surprised. You will be surprised. And send it to others you trust. As far as your stuff goes, send it to others you trust. Hey, and here, I don't want to belittle this at all, because this is very important too. Okay, that we got to think outside the box here. Watch this. If you live in Canada, if you're not way up there, say I'm looking at these FEMA regions. I'm looking at Montana and these other places, and you know what? If you're not too far up in Canada, you may want to connect with somebody that's in Montana. You never know who your neighbor is until you try. You get what I'm saying? Okay? Because, by the way, we wouldn't be subscribers to each other if we didn't have something in common. You hear me? 95% of us. There's 5% of us that are there just to stir up and cause trouble. But in any event, they'll be weeded out. They'll be weeded out to different areas, and we'll get into that once we get on a personal level. But having said that, it's the End Time Watchman. I need to move on to some other stuff. Send me suggestions. Send me personal emails. If you're willing to trust End Time, send me a personal email in the state you live in. If you trust me, send me your phone number. I'll pray about it and see whether I'm going to call you back or not. And if I call you back, you know I'm in a region you're in. If I don't call you back, I'll have my wife, or I'll do it, because I can't type worth a darn. I use one finger. It's click, click, click. And I sent that to a couple of friends of mine, and I'm telling you, I took typing in school, but I'm telling you, I didn't do nothing while I was there. And I'm admitting to you another failure that I had in my life, you know. Like I said, my life's open book. So having said that, I got to go click, 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 click. And, you know, my wife's behind me and my daughter's behind me rolling their eyes. Daddy, you want me to do that for you? I said, how else am I going to learn if I don't do it, you know? But having said that, I'll do my best to get back to you, or I'll stand behind my wife or my daughter, and I will dictate what I want wrote, okay? And then if there are certain things, like I have done, that I don't want nobody to see, I'll take this old finger right here, because it's the one I use, and I'll tick, 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 until I get it. And it may not be spelled correct, and you may get a laugh out of it, or you may think this boy's stupid because he can't run his fingers on a typewriter. Well, I consider more things important than that. And having said that, I should have listened more, and there's another confession, because I wished I could type better than I can. But having said that, End Time wants America and Canada to connect and unite. People in the United Kingdom to connect and unite with like-minded people like yourself. I think this will work. I think we'll be a whole lot better off. I think you'll be surprised as to how much we can accomplish and overcome if we'll do this. So having said that, send me personal messages. Send personal messages to other people you trust. You may not even be a subscriber to me, and I understand, and I'm not trying to get you to subscribe to me to send me a personal message, okay? This ain't a ploy to get subscribers, okay? As I said, if I got one subscriber, one person come to God, I'm satisfied, and guess what? They've been a whole lot, it's been way above and beyond anything I could ever hope for or ask from God to happen. And so I'm thankful for that. But let's think about this. Let's get it out there. Let's get it going. Let's get the ball rolling. Because, by the way, they are very busy with what they're doing to bring about the enslavement and the destruction of the monetary system and enslave you as Americans and make it where you cannot be able to live free and pursue happiness. End Time Watchman, think about what I just told you. My hat's off to you. I'll be back. Fight the fight. Fight the fight, brother. Don't give up. Hang on.